In Oceanport, New Jersey, retiree and keen photographer Ruben Martinez loves to take his dogs Ruby and Oliver to the shore to capture the beautiful sunsets. However, today...
No, go ahead and say that again. Go ahead.
Here, take my
Go
picture.
back to and where I came from?
Yes,
really?
where you came from.
I'm an American.
When Ruben, who is Mexican-American, parks his car in a public spot at the end of this cul-de-sac, a woman and her neighbor start yelling at him. Fearing for his own safety, Ruben starts recording.
Here, take my
Go
picture.
back to and where I came from?
Yes,
really?
where you came from.
I'm an American.
Realizing he's being filmed, one neighbor decides to leave, but the woman is up close and agitated.
Wherever you came from, go back there. Long Branch.
That is so racist.
As the neighbor refuses to back down, the confrontation becomes even more tense.
Get out of here. Wherever you came from, go back there.
What a racist...
Go back there.
My home that I bought and paid taxes for
Yes?
is in West Long Branch.
Okay.
West Long Branch is the next town over, but this neighbor is riled up and just won't quit.
Your
You
finger
and your
out of
bad
my face.
dogs.
They're small
Okay?
little dogs,
I don't
okay?
care. They're disrupting the entire neighborhood.
I can't believe that somebody
Okay?
could
You're
be
aggravating. Your dogs are aggravating.
I'm aggravating?
And you're aggravating. So take your camera, take your selfie stick, take your dogs, and get the out of here.
What is your name?
My name is Rita.
Okay, so I have your permission to post this?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. That's really nice.
Absolutely.
After this video goes viral, Rita moves away, and Ruben relocates to Reno, Nevada, where he is welcomed by his neighbors, can photograph more beautiful sunsets, and walk his dogs in peace. It's Halloween, and a homeowner in this Cincinnati neighborhood has fallen victim to a uniquely hair-raising prank.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine. What's up?
Okay, I was just wondering about your Halloween blow-up ghost. Why it looks like that? It's for all the kids to see?
Normally, this would be a weird question to ask your neighbor, but on Halloween, you can never be too careful.
Did you know it has a giant penis? Hey, did you know your ghost has a giant penis on it? I'm sorry. Your ghost, it has a giant penis on it?
The third time's the charm, and the homeowner finally realizes he and his ghost have been punked.
It's got like a 3-foot inflatable penis on it.
Over the phone, his neighbor offers to help out.
Yeah, is it okay if I unplug it for now so the kids don't see it?
Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's nothing like a little spooky fun to truly bring neighbors together.
Okay. All right. Because I was like, are you kidding me? And I did post something. I was like, this is absolutely not okay. But then I got to thinking, if anybody's like my family, we play pranks on each other, not quite just distasteful. It's literally holding your ghost up as a kickstand.
And if they fall flat in the end, it's nice to know your neighbor is always willing to give you a boost.
End up checking with you because maybe it's just a seriously tacky joke.
Lined with leafy streets and soaring apartment buildings, Milwaukee Avenue in the Logan Square neighborhood of Chicago is a hub of activity. And when a biker makes the mistake of pedaling to his front door on the sidewalk, one of his neighbors decides it's her job to enforce the law.
I want you to obey the law. Obey the bicycle laws. Obey the bicycle laws.
Yeah.
Obey the bicycle laws.
Yeah.
Obey the bicycle laws. This guy was disobeying the bicycle laws. Yay! So maybe a car will hit him. Yay! Wait. Let's
Don't-
turn it around.
don't touch
what?
my phone.
Don't touch your phone.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch your phone or what?
But before the biker can defend his phone, his neighbor throws her entire cup of water at him, soaking his shirt.
All right.
Yeah?
Satisfied, the sidewalk savior goes in for the victory lap around the neighborhood, but is quickly cut short by a witness
You see that?
This man was disobeying the bicycle laws.
who just so happens to be an off-duty neighborhood cop with the Chicago Police Department.
And you threw water at him or whatever that is?
Yes, I threw water.
You realize that's a battery?
No, it isn't a battery.
You're telling the police what it
It
is?
isn't a battery. He was taking my
Ma'am,
picture.
be quiet. I've been a
against the
policeman
law.
for 24 years. Don't tell me anything.
But she's not done telling him how to do his job.
I have been hit twice by
But
bikes.
you didn't get hit by him.
No, my
Who do you
point
think
is
you
he
are?
was riding on the sidewalk.
Okay, so?
And he did you don't give him a ticket and he thinks it's
Excuse me.
okay.
But wait a minute, but
And
you still
that's
have
what
you
he
still
was
have no right to throw something at
My
somebody.
point is
The
that he
point
was
is there's
taking
something wrong with
my
you,
picture.
ma'am.
She seems determined to make everyone on the block aware of her very important point.
No, the point was he was disobeying the law,
You have an
and you
inside voice,
and you
ma'am?
don't and you
You
don't
have
do
an inside
anything.
voice, but you have to scream.
The point is you don't do anything. I was hit twice. I broke
you weren't hit tonight.
I broken
You weren't hit
twice.
tonight.
My point is
The point is, there's too much crime in Chicago for us to worry about people on bicycles
what?
on sidewalks.
I have been
Okay,
hit
so there's
twice.
people dying in the streets.
I've been hit twice, and you don't. Good. I'm glad you're getting this on tape. That this policeman said that.
Then I'm saying there's too much crime in Chicago for us to worry about little
people
things.
to see.
Yes, you're right.
The officer continues to try to reason with the woman as she gets further and further away from anyone's point.
I can go after a guy who is stealing somebody's purse, right?
Why are we
I
talk-
can stop
why are we
somebody
talking
from
about
doing
that when we're talking about a
because
bicycle?
it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Stealing
it is.
and a bicycle on a
yes,
sidewalk?
Yes, it is. Yes,
Ma'am.
it is. I tried to stop him from disobeying the law.
But that's not your job.
Why?
Because you're not the police, I am.
Why is it different? If
Your job is not to worry about people on bicycles. My job is.
After almost 10 minutes of discussion, the officer consults the biker for his take.
When you threw the water on me, it made me want you arrested.
Well,
yeah,
fine.
it did.
But my point is, I want you arrested
Well,
for endangering
that's not going to happen
people's
because it's not an
lives.
arrestable offense to begin with. It's just a ticket.
Eventually, the woman gets to a point.
The point
All
is,
right.
I'm glad you're getting this on tape
Okay.
because now I can sue the city because the
Sue the
police
city for what?
do nothing about people like you.
Okay.
You seem to
So
think it's
duly
okay.
noted, ma'am. Anything else that you want?
I'm
Anything.
going to sue the city.
You're going to
You
sue the
guys-
city. Get in line.
The biker gives up and heads home without pressing charges and deeply regrets his decision not to take the train that day. While the woman isn't arrested, legend has it the officer is still stuck on the sidewalk, trying to help find her point in the neighborhood.
All I'm
sidewalk.
saying
You said
is
that on
there are a lot
his
of
tape.
people in
And
Chicago
that's
that
what
if you
I'm
throw
gonna
something
take
at them, they're
to
not going to be as nice as him.
My point is...
All right, they're going to give you a smack.
Doorbell cameras capture hours and even days of mind-numbingly dull footage, but sometimes they see stuff that's just plain wrong. In British Columbia, Canada, a neighbor's app alerts her to some movement on the front porch, and she's alarmed to see a stranger rummaging through her mailbox. But just as she thinks they're leaving, things take a creepy turn. Wait, what? Yes, they licked the doorbell camera, and despite the DNA sample left behind, police are unable to trace them, so the mischief maker and their tongue are still at large. If that seems like such strange behavior, it could only happen once. Think again. In Canton, Georgia, this young kid on his bike seems so innocent. Until he decides to give his own special twist to the classic prank of Ding Dong Ditch.
I just liked it.
Good day, neighbors. And then there's this guy who approaches a home in Salinas, California at 2 a.m. as the family sleeps inside and proves that he is the maestro. He's licking this intercom into shape and taking his sweet time. 45 minutes to be exact. The next day, the man is apprehended and charged with prowling. So, it looks as if he is well and truly licked. And the neighbors can relax until the next doorbell lover comes along. In Commerce City, Colorado, a family is chatting on their front lawn when the twin sisters living across the street begin yelling racial slurs at them.
Fat Mexican bitches! Compared to me, who are you?
According to witnesses, both sisters are drunk. One of them allegedly attacked one of the neighbors earlier in the day, retreating across the street when the victim called the police.
Dumbass! Oh, you can't even say dumbass. I can't get my pants up. You love your ass! Yeah, they were, and they're coming here. Who do you think they're going to be? Me! What is wrong with you?
You're drunk. I'm not. Who's going to jail?
You are.
You came to my property.
Despite the sisters screaming at them in stereo, the situation serves as a good reminder that recording neighborhood conflicts creates not just viral videos, but evidence as well.
But for real, because you tried to touch her, y'all are behind the cross street. You probably all did crime.
They'll figure it out.
When the police arrive, the twins immediately try to spin their version of the events.
These people she just pulled my hair and sucked me in the face. That girl right there! I could literally walk there.
By now, police are familiar with their antics, having already gotten reports the sisters were drunk and out of control outside of their home before attacking their neighbors.
This is not looking good for you.
Okay,
Let me
this
just tell you
woman
that
attacked
right now.
me.
Go wait at your house.
It's not good because
Go wait at your house.
I'm finished.
Okay, go wait at your house.
I'm not going to.
You talk crap to them one more time, you're going to jail.
They attacked me one more time.
go
I'm
inside.
old fat Mexican bitches.
Who were they fighting?
I'm not asking for your information.
They start yelling stuff.
We're not.
As the neighbors confirm the victim's version of the events, the twins are still running their mouths.
Congratulations, I hope y'all are on parole. We're gonna live here for the rest of the year. Y'all are too fat for parole, so I wouldn't bet that.
With predictable results.
Looking real good for you.
Yeah.
After watching the recorded evidence, police arrest the sisters. Each is charged with 2 counts of bias-motivated crime and 1 count of third-degree trespass. The family and neighbors thank the local police department for their quick and helpful response.
Looking real good for you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
When Ethan Edwards moved to Hawaii in 2014, he thought he'd found his own private Shangri-La.
I live on what we call the Big Island of Hawaii. People could create their kind of own paradise because they could kind of be in their own little walled garden and had a choice to hang out with their neighbors. It is very possible that you could live here and not know the person across the street for 20 years.
But in 2018, everything changed. The Kilauea volcano had been erupting for a month, reclaiming the island at a rate of 6 football fields every hour. By the time Ethan, his partner, and some friends returned to their neighborhood, Leilani Estates, to process what happened, 70 homes had been lost, including their own.
This was a couple weeks after lava had actually taken the place that I lived. They kind of had established a system to let people in and out of Leilani, because one of the issues they were having is that people were coming in and stealing from other people's houses. Kind of this mentality of like, the lava's gonna take it anyways, kind of who cares? And so they had to set up a system of security. We had lived there, so we were able to get past like all the security. We were about 500 feet away from where our house used to be. So we just parked on the side of the road, and my partner, she got out and she was just looking at the lava and just crying about, you know, the grief. And it was her like letting it go. Obviously the lava was happening, but had no idea what we were about to experience. It just kind of came out of nowhere. And when I say it, I mean this man.
It was the first and last time Ethan would meet his neighbor, John Hubbard.
It's just kind of trying to have dialogue, but there wasn't communication. It was like, here's a man with a gun pointed at my head. It's like, you need to get out of here. And he didn't really care.
The men have no idea that they live on the same street, and Hubbard won't listen to Ethan's pleas.
He wasn't really asking any questions. He was straight up just demanding, get out of here, you shouldn't be here.
We live here on Comeuppance.
And I was like, hey man, like I don't know who you are. We live here, this is a public road. You know, we have a right to be here. He fired twice, and there was this sense of escalation, is like he was becoming more and more serious.
No!
It's like the first shot was a little off, and the next shot was closer to my head. I didn't want the third shot to be me.
Are you kidding? Oh my God, stop! Stop! Are you kidding me? No! I live here! I live here! Out of here! I live here! You get out of here! We live here on Comeuppance! Dude!
And for me at that point, it was like, all right, this guy's got a gun. He's obviously not listening. He's in a super aggressive, violent state. It's time for us to get out of here.
To save his own life, Ethan had to think fast under fire.
So at the moment that I realized there was no communicating with this person to have, like kind of find a peaceful resolution, I was like, okay, either I'm gonna get shot here or someone else is gonna get shot behind me. There's really no neutralizing someone in that state that isn't willing to listen. All you can really do is ultimately walk away and hope they don't shoot you or anyone else. And that's what we ended up doing.
Get out of here!
Ethan's read on the situation may have saved his life and those of his friends.
We were all able to get in our cars and drive up the road. At that point, we called the police and we just hung out there for about a half an hour in our car just in case he came after us. Kind of in shell shock, just like processing.
That's when Ethan found an unexpected savior.
And so we're sitting there on the side of the road and this car comes by and just parks next to us, and this woman comes out and she's like, "Oh my gosh, are you kids okay? I caught the whole thing on camera. That was insane." Which is amazing because there's no shadow of a doubt kind of what happened from that point.
She was a neighbor named Patty Jones.
But the way they were arguing, I thought this was weird. It's just that this guy wasn't acting. He wasn't acting with aloha. So I pulled out my phone and started recording at exactly the minute he pulled that gun out of his shorts. I wasn't worried about myself. I was more worried about Ethan.
I live here! I live here! I live here! You get out of here!
My concern was just to protect everybody that was down there, so I had to get the police involved.
Dude!
The police arrived on the scene and arrested 61-year-old John Hubbard. During Hubbard's trial, Ethan learned that his neighbor was a convicted felon, going back to a drug trafficking charge in Kentucky in 1976.
John had actually had a past felony and wasn't legally allowed to have a gun. And so in terms of charges, there was, I think, initially like 11 different charges.
Hubbard was convicted of terroristic threatening and for being a felon in possession of a firearm.
He did end up going to jail. I did talk to people that were friends with him, and on a good day, he was probably a nice neighbor and a good person. And stressful situations mixed with this entitlement of people believing that it's okay to be violent and force other people just came out that day. And I hope we can just move on and live our lives and more peacefully going forward.
You're on our property.
Get the hell on!
It's Easter Sunday in Eugene, Oregon, and some neighbors strolling by have stopped to hurl racial slurs at this family.
There you go! That's what
The family videoing claims the verbal abuse was entirely unprovoked.
Who the is recording me?
For what? You can watch
You were on his property.
somewhere.
Don't do
There
it,
is
Rashawn.
kids.
The woman is now on the phone with police, claiming the family is recording her
She's
without
over here
permission.
pushing.
Call us.
If this bitch
You
was
dirty bitch.
Just push him.
Call the police. Call the
However, there can be no expectation of privacy in a public place like a neighborhood sidewalk.
Just pushed him.
Look at your ass, you fat ass. Your ass is hanging out, you fat bitch.
Oh my God!
Exposing oneself in public, however, is highly illegal.
Hey, you're gonna go to jail for that.
Later, the Eugene PD does show up, and much to the aggressive couple's dismay, they are promptly arrested. The woman is charged with second-degree criminal trespass, second-degree disorderly conduct, and harassment. The man, who was carrying a handgun, is arrested for second-degree disorderly conduct and being a felon in possession of a restricted weapon. Both plead no contest and are each given 3 years probation.
She's on meth, bro. You need a lighter.
Most families hope to see a giant bunny on Easter Sunday, not a neighbor's hot cross buns.
Oh my God!
When it comes to wandering pets, good leashes make good neighbors. Sometimes it's not our neighbors we have problems with at all, but their pets. Whether stealing packages from doorsteps or leaving packages on doorsteps, some pets just can't be trusted. Meet Phoenix, an orange tabby that looks innocent, but is actually one of this Belize neighborhood's most notorious cat burglars.
My cat has stolen 14 pairs of gloves and someone's reading glasses.
Judging by the amount of stuff, it's only a matter of time before this klepto cat got caught.
Now what's happened is we've had a neighbor contact us because they're missing their gloves.
And with mounting evidence, Phoenix's punishment is swift.
The neighbor saw you. We're gonna have to go apologize. You've been busted. Better hope they don't press charges.
Phoenix acts indifferent. But when she gets to the neighbor's house, she is in no mood to apologize.
I know, but you're gonna have to.
The neighbors accept Phoenix's apology and end up claiming 3 of the 14 pairs of stolen gloves. And although she has a long road of redemption ahead, Phoenix should be fine. After all, cats always land on their feet. In the parking lot of a neighborhood grocery store in Hilo, one resident is not feeling the chilled vibe.
This girl here, her license plate is it's Passat, and she threatened to slap me, and he threatened to break my windshield.
According to the man recording, minutes earlier, the neighbor in red, who is on the phone to the police, lost her temper with him and his girlfriend for no reason as they tried to park. But she's accusing the man of targeting her because of the color of her skin.
All this racist stuff because I have blonde hair and blue eyes. Saying I'm looking at him. What are you looking at, bitch? What are you looking at, bitch?
It's unclear if the police are coming or not, but a parking attendant has arrived and is struggling to control the situation as the neighbor goes nuclear.
No, it's not enough!
Park your car.
No!
Like, what the hell?
And by now, the neighbors waiting in line are also starting to get heated. Even more outraged, the neighbor turns her vitriol towards the parking attendant.
Listen, you short piece of okay? Grow some
She called me one short piece of
balls, baby! Grow some balls! No, I'm not moving. You can talk all you want, all you Hawaiians. The white lady's crazy. You can talk all the that you want, you.
Finally, the standoff ends. But when the video goes viral, the woman in red apologizes in an interview with the local news channel and promises in the future that she will show more respect and love to her neighbors, or as they say in Hawaii, aloha. Vero Beach, Florida boasts an exclusive waterfront neighborhood with expensive homes. And today, one of the homeowners has taken issue with a local man who was wade fishing in front of her house.
Should I call the cops too? Yeah. That's good. Now you're harassing me.
The neighbor is threatening to call the police, as she claims the man is trespassing on her property. So he starts recording.
You don't own the water. You own that. You own that.
I own from that telephone pole all the way down.
All this water is yours?
Yes.
Impossible.
I'm not gonna hurt.
While the neighbor may not wish to engage in a war of words, she's not backing down.
Exactly. Get mad. Get mad. I'm gonna make you famous.
And if he's going to make her famous, she's going to make him wet.
Look at you. You're bored. You must be a bored woman. But then be rich. Good. But you're miserable. Okay, you're rich, but you're miserable.
And now the neighbor goes from verbal taunts to physical threats.
That's fine.
Can't wait till he gets here.
That's fine. That's fine. You'll go to jail. He'll go to jail. Now that's a threat, and I have it recorded. Thank you.
I don't have time.
Yeah. Go inside. Get something to eat. Get something to eat.
The fisherman leaves, but later he asks the local sheriff to check the property deeds. And the sheriff confirms that the neighbor only owns 5 feet of shoreline, so anyone is entitled to fish there without the threat of an unwanted shower. And the territorial neighbor is not off the hook. To her surprise, the next week, members of the local fishing community organize a fishing trip right in front of her house to prove that the Indian River is for everyone to use.
Smashing my windshield. Got it completely. My neighbor got it all on camera. Walk her right now, she had it soft.
White devil!
That smashed guitar is the weapon she originally attacked the neighbor with before he started recording. And as quickly as she arrives, the scorned lover disappears into the streets of Philly, shoeless and with a knife in her bra. while her ex-boyfriend and his neighbor are left to clean up the mess and figure out what just happened.
Dude, I was just on a bus with her.
Forney is an up-and-coming neighborhood in Dallas, Texas, known as a safe place to raise children. So at first, Mom, Carissa Nash, is not surprised to see a 9-year-old kid from her daughter's class on their security camera. Until suddenly, Carissa's daughter and the boy had a falling out at school earlier that day. Now shocked that he is thrashing her door with a whip, this mom lays down the law.
Little boy, you better get your ass from off my porch beating on my door like this. I will call the police. You need to leave. Don't you ever be on my door like that. Go. Okay.
After the boy leaves, the mom claims he scratches the family's car with a whip. So later, she and her husband go across the street to confront the child's parents.
Your dad's here, I just seen him. I need to talk to him. Your son beat on mine. I need to talk about these damages to my car. Your son, let me show you the video. If you come outside and talk like an adult, then maybe we can figure it out. I need to show you the video of your son hitting our door with this wheel and hitting our car. Sorry. You want to see this video? Have you seen it?
Your son never touched your car.
We have
no video that he touched your car?
The neighbor does across the street.
We have it on video.
All right, get off my property. Seriously, get off my property.
Well, I tell you.
Because you ain't coming over here talking nicely. You're accusing my son.
I'm showing you the video.
We're showing you the video.
The door. You ain't showing me the video of me scratching your car. Get off my plan.
Now, the boy's dad is taking issue that the other dad is standing on his grapevine, and things are getting heated.
No, that's my grapevine.
All right, man.
Okay, thank you.
You owe me a plant if
I don't owe you. I bet you won't bring your
Dude, please stop, sir. All we want to do is just talk to you civil.
Your son came over.
Y'all are so violent.
Your son came over here.
Baby, please, no.
Your son came over here with a whip.
And then, the mom notices something that alarms her.
You have a gun.
Bring your ass outside without the gun then, bitch. I've already come out.
Come on, let's do it. No, baby, oh my God. Oh my God.
As the neighbor picks up the gun, he accidentally discharges it while his daughter stands close behind him in the doorway. Luckily, the bullet doesn't hit anyone.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
The couple goes home, but later, when the county sheriff's office see the videos, they charge the neighbor with deadly conduct for careless handling of a weapon. And shortly afterwards, he and his family move out of the area. As for the son, he's too young to face charges. However, let's hope he learns how to be a better neighbor in his new neighborhood. When it comes to fights between neighbors, the pettiest argument can turn into a serious confrontation.
I don't give a how big you are. I'll kick your ass.
He said beat the...
I will kick your ass, and don't touch me.
Hit me.
I'm not gonna hit you, because I know where I'm going if I hit you.
These neighbors are heated with one another after the taller one allegedly stole, of all things, his neighbor's Pop-Tarts.
Hey, touch me again, I will hit you, man.
Their group of buddies from around the neighborhood are recording the entire clash. Suddenly, the verbal threats take a physical turn.
I tell you, I knew it was gonna happen.
Despite their difference in size, the smaller neighbor isn't backing down. In fact, he may even have the upper hand.
Dad keep beating your ass. Dad keeps beating the out of you. Dad keeps beating your ass.
The two go to the ground, where the taller one's size is much less of an advantage.
Don't let him do it.
They get back to their feet.
Jay, put that down. Quit being a bitch.
The taller one swings his keys wildly at his neighbor. But the original Pop-Tart owner shows no signs of backing down, bringing the fight back to the ground and punching his foe in the temple.
Ooh, damn.
The two separate to catch their breath, while the neighborhood watches on and roasts their buddy for fighting dirty by using his keys.
No, you broke them bitches off. That was a ass move. I can't even give you props for that one. Hit nobody with your key.
And with the fight over, the neighbors are able to talk a bit about what led to the scuffle.
Hit me first. Hey, what happened? Hey.
The neighbors go their separate ways and don't confront each other again. This man proves that if you mess with his food, it's not about the size of the neighbor in the fight. It's about the size of the fight in the neighbor.
Oh, damn.
Doorbell cams offer homeowners a sense of security for everything from would-be thieves to unwanted visitors.
Shut up.
But they also allow parents to spot which neighborhood kid is up to no good. Like this one in Bend, Oregon, who's on the run from cops after vandalizing a home.
Hey, girls. Between that kid run. Yeah, between the run.
30 minutes later, with the coast now clear, the boy nonchalantly hops out of the can and makes his escape. And as long as the owner of the video doesn't turn it over to the police, this ploy works great. Land O'Lakes, Florida resident Jennifer Michelle is out of the house visiting her mother nearby when she receives a doorbell cam notification on her phone. When she checks the camera's app, to her dismay, she sees 2 sheriff deputies and a handyman drilling the locks to her front door.
Hello? Hello? What are you doing?
We're here to finalize the eviction.
What eviction?
It was posted a week ago. It was posted last week.
On my house?
Yes, ma'am.
This is clearly news to Jennifer.
I'm pulled up on my bills. My dogs are inside there.
What is your name?
My name is Jennifer, and that is my house.
Jennifer, what's your last name, Jennifer?
My last name?
The 2 sheriff's deputies check Jennifer's house number to confirm they're evicting the right tenant. When?
Oh, damn it.
I am caught up on my bills. Nobody has served me an eviction notice.
Yeah, I think.
What the hell is going on?
One of the deputies begins the walk of shame back to Jennifer's door to inform her they've got the right neighborhood, but the wrong house.
Hey, we do apologize. We have the wrong house. It's the next door neighbors. What we're gonna have to do is they're gonna have to repair their locks. I don't know.
My dogs are inside.
No, we're not going in. We're not going in. Hey, real quick, what's your phone number? Let me call you.
Worried she might find her dogs loose and all her belongings in the street, Jennifer rushes back home to her neighborhood.
You know what? I'm at my mom's house. I will be there in 15 minutes.
15? Okay, we'll be here.
Yes, sir.
The deputies not only apologize profusely to Jennifer for the mix-up, but they quickly change her locks and pick up lunch for her and her mom. Maybe Jennifer could pay it forward and take her future next-door neighbor out to lunch.
We do apologize. We have the wrong house.
It's a rainy afternoon in this Bothell, Washington suburb. A truck is making the rounds, delivering everything from light bulbs to kitty litter to the neighborhood's residents. But he's not the only one with a regular schedule. Seconds after the truck turns the corner, a car stops in front of a home. Cutting across the lawn saves time, but the porch pirate is about to regret taking the shortcut. It looks like the package thief's lucky day, finding 3 mystery boxes. Until the wet grass delivers an instant dose of karma. Still trying to make her escape, she quickly finds out ankles aren't supposed to bend that way. Now stuck in the mud, her accomplice is forced to blow his cover to come to her rescue. After awkwardly carrying her to the car, he returns for his top priority, the stolen merch. With everything and everyone shoved into the car, the thieves make their getaway. Hopefully for them, one of the boxes includes an ice pack.